Here at one of the great golf courses in the world, Oakmont Country Club. Frank, you're very familiar with it because you were right in the mix down the stretch at the 1994 U.S. Open right here at Oakmont.
And Rich, it's so good just to be back here. You know, there's so much history in Oakmont. It's been a host to so many prestigious tournaments in our sport, such as the U.S. Amateur, the U.S. Open, the Women's U.S. Open, and the PGA Championship. It's just one of the true gems on the golf landscape. Can we get a measure on that one? It's enormous.
Frank, what do you see here on this approach shot at number one?
There's a little bit of doubt because of the semi-blindness down the hill. If you can just pick an area towards the front of the green, it goes down towards the green, and just before it gets it, it goes up again. So that means if you play your second shot a little too far short, chances are it will not make the green. Once you get on the first 5 or 6 yards of this green, then it all tends to slope towards the back of the green. It's a tough second shot to get right.
Getting set now over the putt. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Settles in always with excellent posture over the ball. Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGraw, New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, you know, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead, who used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow through. All those things are still very valid today.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Needs a pair of binoculars to see the hole. Pretty good stroke right there. Just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. One under early in the round. Moving on to the third hole now. Again, it's a par 4 of 428 yards, but you can see the distinctive bunkering on the left, making this, Frank, one of the most famous holes in golf.
It is. The church pews that adorn the left side, they're no fun to be in, that's for sure, because somehow, invariably, you always seem to get behind one of those grass strips behind, and all you're left to do is punch out. Not just that, too. The amount of bunkers on that right side really narrowed that down. Now, this tee shot plays downhill, and then you've got to be ready for that uphill second shot.
Now the game's #1 player, Rory McIlroy, ready with his approach. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. So at the third, the approach is on the green, but it's a long ways from the cup, about 30 feet away. This would be huge from 30 feet away.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now par.
Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. He's going to beat himself up on the way to the next tee. You don't miss those putts. And getting ready for the putt. So with that, the score is now at even par. Here now with the par 5 fourth at Oakmont, 609 yards in length. Good, par 5. Well, no other way to say it, Frank.